A federal lawsuit targets Utah Tech over crude Post-it notes and a toxic workplace. Plus, St. George Boulevard faces delays during a major road construction project through November. Today's weather and more are coming up on St. George News at 5.
You're watching St. George News at 5, brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Monica McLaughlin. A wall of more than 200 crude Post-it notes in a Utah Tech University break room is now key evidence in a federal lawsuit, with many of the comments allegedly made by the school's vice president of marketing. 3 employees say the notes are part of a toxic work environment, and their lawsuit is asking for a jury trial and damages. Expect delays on St. George Boulevard as construction begins on a months-long upgrade project between Bluff Street and River Road, including ADA-compliant pedestrian ramps, new asphalt, and improved traffic signals, with work expected through November. For a closer look at what's ahead and how it could affect your commute, we'll go to Maury Kessler.
Roadwork on St. George Boulevard between Bluff Street and River Road begins Sunday night and will continue through the fall. Work crews will first reconstruct pedestrian ramps to meet ADA standards and add audible crossing buttons for the hearing impaired. August work during the day will run from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., with nighttime work involving the pouring of concrete going from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. In early September, crews will begin milling and repaving the boulevard, with lane closures expected mostly at night. Ramp closures near the I-15 interchange may also occur. The full project is anticipated to wrap up in November and is part of UDOT's larger Downtown St. George Renewed initiative. To learn more, read the story.
Let's take a look at your daily weather forecast, brought to you by Casablanca Resort and Casino. In St. George, it's currently 102 degrees under clear skies. Tonight's low will drop to around 73, with tomorrow heating up to a scorching 103 and a low of 72. Over in Mesquite, temperatures are about 105 degrees, dipping to 78 overnight. Expect another hot day with a high near 108 and a low around 77. Meanwhile, in Cedar City, it's a comfortable 86 degrees now, falling to about 61 tonight, with tomorrow's high reaching near 92 before dropping back to 61. St. George Regional Hospital has received the nation's highest honor for nursing excellence, earning magnet status from the American Nurses Credentialing Center, a recognition held by only 10% of hospitals nationwide. For more on what this means for patients and the 1,100 nurses who made it happen, we go to reporter Stockton Myers.
The American Nurses Credentialing Center awarded the nation's highest honor for nursing excellence to the staff at St. George Regional Hospital. The status of magnet facility has only been given to approximately 10% of the nation's hospitals. Reuben Evans, the chief nursing officer for St. George Regional Hospital, says this status is a testament to the hard work of the 1,100 nurses working at the hospital.
They are a huge part of the successes that we enjoy. They're the ones that are with the patients more than anybody else. This magnet designation, what is so cool about it is that it also attracts other nurses that want to be a part of an organization where they're valued, but it also attracts physicians, because physicians want their patients to be cared for at a high level, and being in a facility that has been awarded magnet designation solidifies the fact that they're going to receive really good care.
Evans says the process of receiving magnet status began 2 years ago when the staff began compiling data such as mortality rate, length of stay for patients, and rate of infection. The final document was over 1,000 pages by the end of the process.
The way that they describe it is they've read the script, they come out and do a survey to make sure that they can watch the movie and that the script and the movie actually add up. And we had that opportunity to have them at our facility in April, and they came through and just recently designated us as a magnet hospital.
In order to keep the status of magnet facility, the hospital must undergo a reevaluation every 4 years, starting in 2029.
This weekend is almost here, and that means it's time to find your next adventure. From fun and family-friendly to educational or just plain entertaining. Let's check in with Sheldon and Amy as they share their top picks for events happening in Southern Utah this weekend.
That's right, so many great things happening this weekend starting on Main Street at the Pack.
You don't want to miss this. Bring the entire family. Dry Bar Comedy, 2 of the acts are going to be here.
It's all part of Clean Comedy Night, and St. George Musical Theater is putting this on. It's going to be so much fun. Take the whole family over there. Also this week, Vail Rodeo is happening.
Deal. It's happening Friday and Saturday. And speaking of rodeos, don't forget to get your reserved tickets this Friday morning at 10 o'clock for our Dixie Roundup Rodeo.
That's coming up already?
Already.
Man, Sun Bowl's gonna be hopping over there. Get your tickets for that. And also there is Casapalooza this weekend.
Yes, it's all happening at the Casablanca, but you must be 21 years or older.
For a full list of weekend events, check out our TGIF listing on stgeorgenews.com.
Now back to you in the studio.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Monica McLaughlin with St. George News, your #1 source for local news. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more local news updates. And if you liked this newscast, you might enjoy one of these stories right here.